Would it be wrong if I did absolutely nothing other than just sitting back all day and reading a book? I mean, who's gonna tell me I can't? We've been programmed to think we must be productive. But have you ever considered that your definition of productivity might be drastically different from mine? I know. We've all been taught the same thing. Go to school, get a job right after, work till we're old, and then once we're eligible to retire, that's when we can have fun with our lives with zero strings attached. Nah, I reject that. I'm going to live exactly how I want to. Today is July 29th, and I have a photo shoot to do. And thank goodness it's inside because outside is boiling. This summer is so weird. With all the excessive heat, it's really hard to go outside. I struggle a bit with setting up lights. I learned like a million ways to do it in cinematography school, and I still had to look up the best way to set up two lights. After I got it exactly how I wanted it to look, the shoot was on, and it turned out really great. No, this actually wasn't my shoot, but I had to test the light to get it right and have a little fun. It actually feels a lot hotter than what the weather is saying. So I don't know why they're not calling it a heat wave, because to me it seems like a heat wave, but I don't know. It's just a heat advisory. I think I have the wrong skates. I should be out here. What does it mean to give yourself grace? I feel like that question is a lot. It just popped in my mind because I was sitting here thinking, what am I going to say? Because I like to do these sit down chats with you, especially to end out the vlog, end out the week, where it's like a reflection of the week and also just to understand where my mind is. And that was the question that showed up. So I guess I'll answer that now. These few weeks have been up and down and up and down and up and down. And I have been learning to just allow things to be. Why? Because the more I push, the more it doesn't work out. So why waste energy trying to force something when it's evident that it's not going to work out? And no matter how hard I push, it's not going to work out. So giving myself grace is understanding that there are certain things that I should push and certain things that I should let it be. Wow. I'm editing the video and I'm almost done with it actually. And today's Saturday. All right. So I normally, when I was traveling, I normally end the vlogs on a Friday so I can have this Saturday to edit. I'm home. Things have changed. A lot changed. So I'm still editing on Fridays, but I'm also finishing the vlogs up on Saturdays. Did I say Friday? I meant Saturdays. Still editing on Saturdays, and I'm finishing the vlog on Saturdays as well. So it's a lot to do and be at the same time, but I've been doing it. It's not a flow yet because I have to remind myself that, hey, you kind of didn't finish it, but I'm still doing it. The only reason why I keep going is that I love doing this and I love creating. I love making films. I love the process of editing and actually putting it together. Before, me actually saying I like the process of editing would be unheard of. I would never say that. But now I realize that the editing is also part of the entire package where I put the voiceovers together with the end product. And as much as I'm like, the first thing I'm gonna do is hire an editor, I can't really hire an editor when I do edit like that. But it's fine because it's vlogs. I'm completely okay with that. The editing is also part of the creation. And it took me a long time to figure that part out. And I'm still piecing everything together. It may look like I have a lot of things figured out, but honestly, I am still piecing every single thing together. I follow how I feel and what makes me the most excited. And when I can't figure something out and I go do something else just to take my mind off of it, little things going in the back of my mind kind of still stay focused on it. And after a while, I figure it out. And it's like, oh, hey, you should probably do it this way. And then I'm like, that's a good idea. And then I go with it. But sometimes it's hard to start the editing process because I feel like starting and finishing is the two hardest parts of everything that we do. Any project, anything, school, just everything. The starting part is the hardest and the ending part is the hardest, because when we're starting, we don't know anything what we're doing. And then when we're ending, it's like, we have all of this and we want to include all of this and we're factoring in everything and all of this, but it's ending. And even though the end creates a beautiful thing, beautiful project, the end product, whatever it is, I'm at loss for words right now. Even though putting the finishing touches on it creates this beautiful thing, it's not necessarily the end, but we think it's the end, so we kind of fight it a bit. I think, and I'm believing a lot more, that the end is just another beginning. So when we think something is ending, something else is really beginning. And filming every single week, editing every single week, and doing these routines over and over and over again, I realize that's what it really is. It's like I'm going through all of these things in order to get to the finish line to start again. And every time I start again, I get better. And it flows more. And it feels better. And that's why I'll never stop. So I will talk to you next week. Bye.